Yeah. 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 Smell like it. I'm riding 2+2 beside him, yeah. Looking through the rearview for the sirens, yeah. Pussy boys stare, they wanna try and have to score in a minute. Don't make me come out of retirement.
Where the fuck you been, boy? I've been chasing money. Just bought a new crib. I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm whipping crib. Hey, I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm whipping crib. Had keys for the crib before I had the spot. At the pot, mayo jar look like a glass of snot. Days getting past in school, I was passing cops. Bag of rocks, clamming skinnies in the magnet box. And I ain't even buy me a couch yet. Trap phone in the outlet, got dog food with no house pet. Made 3Ks, I'm an outcast, we stake when we out back. I lost on my last job like Big Sean, I bounce back. Watch how I cut it and whip it. Just bought another chicken, who got a drug addiction. I'm tryna run a business, money at the door. Go and buzz them niggas, I need 7 more. To the plug, I'm finished. Soon as I hit the streets, I had intent to kill. The babies gotta eat, I got it in for meals. Peas fly like an eagle when they in the cell. I surprised them with the pills, but that bitch is real. I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm whipping crib. Hey, I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm
just got a
crib.
new spot out in the boondocks. I had to relocate. Last one was too hot. Can't let them see my face. Won't let no clues drop. I had to re-ablate, no baggies. I got loose rocks. My family used to try to treat me like the black sheep. All of a sudden, I met 3 cousins in the past week. The best thing about that dirty money, bitch, is tax free. I'll get this up to be like Pablo if you ask me. Fuck, I got a different perspective. All this shit is depressing. 5 bitches, 30 niggas trying to fit in the section. I can't hang around no bitches sending pics to my exes. I can't hang around no niggas that's on witness protection. The game was mine before my name was signed in fine print. This is $1 million grind for 99 cents. Line for line, I'm who you should be picking sides with. Bottom line, I'm not the one you should collide with.
Just put it on crib. I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm whipping crib. Hey, I only use the kitchen. I don't need no appliances. I'ma just use the dishes. Now that I move for bitches, so she can move a chicken. Look at my jewels, I'm dripping. Look at my move, I'm whipping crib.
Gotcha. Thanks everybody more so for tuning in as always to the Queens of Battle Rap show. Hopefully y'all can hear me. You can put a 5 up if you can hear, put a 1 if you can or something, I'm not sure. We'll be getting ARP on the line momentarily. Just want to make sure that, you know, I'm all good to go. You guys can hear me before we get him on the line. Just want to do something new as well, something that has never been done before on this show. I feel like I'm going to just starting the show with everybody's tagline. You know, you can guess who the rapper is or whatever, but I'm just going to more so do it. Y'all remember how I does this? That's good. I'm going to remind you. It's been a good year since, since our battle. Fucked up already. I had some good times too. If you loved me last time, tonight, I'm that times 2.
Oh, that's murder move.
I'll work on my side to address what shit when it's time to. And it's time to. You want me to send it?
Yeah.
All right. Just a little fun. Maybe I'll do it next time without, you know, fucking up and stuttering and whatnot. It's good. Fuck the world. Ivy League Cutie 89. Hollow Red. JJ Philly. Any and everybody else that's more so tuning in. I was told one way that y'all are able to chat is if you go into the YouTube app, as opposed to just going on YouTube and logging in. The YouTube app is where it gives you ability to chat. He said it says incorrect number.
All right, give me 1 second.
Keep typing it. So what we got? Go,
775-918-8832.
Yeah.
All right.
775-918-8832. That's what I sent.
I'm gonna start it over and let's let it give me a number.
So on this show, we'll have ARP come in briefly just to talk about his big event that he has coming up. Once we actually get into ARP, we get after that. OG Prana is supposed to be doing her live stream as well. Once Prana does hers, OG Prana.
Oh, Prana.
Prana. I think it's Prana. We'll ask her when she gets on the line. But her, nonetheless. And then after that, I want to finish out with a call in from Top Tier Podcast. Decided to get him on because I feel like he had a little bit of a buzz going on. You know, he had a little rant with 40. Also had this list of top 50 battle rappers of all time, and people gave their opinions on that. So just want to close it out with him, but we'll be getting ARP on soon and shortly. How's everybody been? As always, want to promote a couple of events that they got going on for the females. Give me 1 second to do so. I created this about a week ago in favor of the URL event that was going down. I still rep with them. I'm still rocking with them.
All right, so try 794
794
064
064
645.
645. Still gonna have my fan going on, rocking with TOQ. Couple of battles that actually recently dropped. Just want to pop this up as well while we're waiting for ARP to more so get connected. Tia S versus Torture from the We Go Hard event. If you haven't checked that out on YouTube, definitely look into checking that out. It's a 2-on-2. They battle two guys. Dope battle from around here. I haven't checked it out yet, but I've been told that it was a dope battle and that he said that's not a full number. 794-064-645.
Yeah.
He said it's not a full number.
It
794-064-645.
Yeah. It's 9 numbers.
The fuck is that tapping? Is that me or is that you? Trying to see what's going on. Am I doing this? He's hitting me up, so I don't know if that 9 digits worked.
I joined the meeting.
No, I said. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm logged in.
He said the second one ain't a complete phone number.
I'm logged in. I didn't have no problem. See my shit? I just cut my video off. I just left the meeting, so
794-064-645.
yeah. Tell them I just logged in. I had no problem.
9 digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's saying it's not a full number.
It's only 9 digits. Like I say, I just logged in. Go on with the show. I'll handle him.
Huh?
Go with the show. I'll handle him.
No, he think it's. Fuck it. I can have him call.
No. I'll take that. Yo, I logged in off my phone. No problem.
Oh, you got him. All right. My fault about that. Just trying to get ARP on the line. Apologize, ladies and gents. A couple of battles that I also want to look into more so promoting. RX versus Bonnie Godiva was also released from KOTD. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out. Give good feedback. As stated before, RX will be in the building next week, which is August 23rd. Yeah, today's the 16th. RX will be in the building. You know, give her your feedback regarding the battle. Good, bad, won, lost, what she could have done better, what was perfect, so on and so forth. Definitely check that battle out. I think right now it's doing good numbers, and they actually wanted to escalate. So if you know somebody that has seen it, let them know to tune into it as well.
Okay, because you got to roll 7:30. Okay, we'll reschedule. I'll call you about it. Okay.
Damn, it's all right.
All right.
Every time I get a fucking league owner. It's cool. So ARP won't be able to make this one. Things happen. He had to run to work. Once again, it's not a bait thing. You know, we got to deal with people's schedules. Also coming up, C3 from the she has on a closed casket card. Hold up.
Salute to you, Jake Philly. Yeah, I'm out here working hard, brother.
Where's my other phone? Gotta do something tacky real quick.
Go, what happened?
I need to get my other phone. You want to grab it for me?
That's what I'm
Please.
here for, man.
There we go.
I'm your personal assistant.
While you're doing that, I need a nice odor of lamb chops and let me see, is
So
that
I'm
one?
your personal assistant. Not
Thanks.
your, well, yeah, if I'm your personal
Yeah,
assistant, I'm
Farnsworth.
supposed to get that too, right?
Alright, we can make this happen. Where's the number? Give me 1 second, ladies and gents. I got y'all. That's what happens when you have like 5 fucking phones. So, while we doing this, while I'm trying to get ARP on the line and I'm trying to get all this set up, has anybody been able to see the infamous 212 40 bars in E Hart, versus Jazz Rapper and Official? Any opinions, thoughts, views, all that good stuff? Yeah, JJ Philly, definitely check out the RX versus Bonnie battle. You're disappointed in 40. Why? Disappointed in 40 for what? This is fucking bananas. I got this. Watch this. I'll say this in regards to the battle. Fuck the dead silence, my fault.
Send him that number.
I'm sending it to him right now. Somebody said 40 for choking. 40 too nice to come up that short. It says JJ Philly, JTB more ATL. 40 bars is not built for the big building. You don't think so? Or do you think it was just a fucked up night? I think she's... There we go.
From. To accept, press 1.
take you this way. This works. Thank you. Gotcha. So you can go ahead and do what you're doing. I'll just ask you a couple of questions just in regards to the event that you have coming up, and we'll take it from there. I'll still be conscious of your time. Gotcha. Right. All right. So one of the questions that I have was that you seem to come up with these cards that are linked, between two people that have tension, but ultimately it seems like your goal may be resolution or closure or peace. Where does that come from to actually put these two that had, some kind of tension or beef together?
It really just comes from the history of battle rap and seeing certain things that we think it could be a historic moment and things that the fans have been talking about for quite some time. I mean, you look at a situation like Hitman versus Bill Collector or Mav Hoffa versus Serious Jones coming up August 31st. These are battles that not just the battlers themselves, but the entire culture have always tossed back and forth. Like the battlers constantly, speak on them in interviews or in their rounds, especially their opponents are always bringing this type of stuff up. I just feel like from my position, and obviously the battlers may have their own objectives, just getting closure, within their own situation. But for us, and me on our side representing RBE, we look at it as being impactful.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because once again, these are situations that have been talked about for so long. It's a lot of people worried about or think about how it would have gone if they actually would have completed their battle, what would happen if they actually stood face to face again on that stage and all that. And I think if we could just bring closure to the situation and get these two guys, you know what I'm saying, to really just bring closure to that battle in the form of art, it could be big, it could be huge for our culture. So that's really the inspiration behind it. It's really just positive in seeing that it's been such a big discussed thing within the culture for years.
Gotcha. Let me ask, and just apart from that, in regards to your events as a whole, who comes up with the matches, like the opponents, this one versus that one?
Oh, it's a collaborative effort. There are certain battles, believe it or not, that the battlers come to the platforms for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens a lot, too, behind the scenes. That happens on every platform. But you take a card like Closure, you know what I'm saying? And even this card right here. This is really more so like myself and Shad just coming up with a bunch of ideas and trying to craft a card that we felt, is a good, solid amount of talent to just come back August 31st with, just put a nice card around that Mav Hoffa and Serious Jones main event. And the one SKs are crafted by Lawrence. But it's a collaborative effort. I could never take all the credit myself. And like I said, you'd be surprised how many times the battle is being instrumental in coming to the platforms and the leagues with, ideas behind the scenes or things that they want to bring to your platform.
Gotcha. One thing I noticed with some of your battles more so is that face-offs, seem to be a part of the events per se for promo sakes. Why do you feel that face-offs are important?
I mean, they're entertaining. I mean, for me, the first time I enjoyed face-offs was probably like in the MMA world and in the boxing world. We've all watched, boxing 24/7 lead-ups and face-offs on TV from, just grudge matches going down to these huge pay-per-views on like Showtime and HBO. Then you go back to like, I think 2012, 2013, UW was doing a great thing doing face-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they built up some very good anticipation for some of the battles that they were doing and promoting in battle rap. That was great to see. You see other leagues doing them as well. Everybody tries to put their own twist to them, you know what I'm saying, and do different things with their face-offs. But the reason why we see them, being very important is just simply to give the fans an opportunity to see how these guys feel in front of each other. Because it's one thing to be on an interview, talk shit about your opponent, or be on a trailer and say things about your opponent when they're not there. But, that energy could be much, much different when you're face-to-face. And then we get to see the real, I guess, pre-battle.
Right.
These guys are really, really in front of each other.
Gotcha.
So I think it's a great promo tool, and it gives the fans, that opportunity to really see what's to come. And in this case, we're seeing the Mav Hoffa versus Serious Jones face-offs that's been being released.
Right.
And it really, really gives the fans an opportunity to see what's on these guys' minds and how they feel to this day.
Right.
Leading into August 31st. So it's important.
Right. What I can say in regards to your face-offs with this face-off with Math and Sirius Jones and the one prior, you know what I'm saying, with Math and Hollow Rodana, and they were broken down into separate parts, I will say they are very entertaining.
Appreciate that.
Are you ever worried that with your face-offs and or battles that, you know, the verbal tirade may turn into like some sort of a physical altercation?
I mean, that element is always there. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lying to say that it isn't, you know, because at the end of the day, emotions are emotions and energy is energy.
Right.
But these are all grown men. You know, before we even get to the face-offs, we're signing contracts that include the face-offs. So
Right.
these are all legal, financial, business ventures that we're embarking on. There's no guns that's put to anybody's head to say, hey, let's go into business and let's create this matchup and promote it and get together and do face-offs and then get on stage and rap for 3 rounds. Nobody's being forced to do these things. You know, these guys have their talent. You know, they're in a space of business. The battle rap culture is something we all love, but it's a business, which is why we sign these contracts. So it's not like, you know, I'm just calling somebody random and saying, hey, meet me here. And then I'm calling the other person and say, yo, meet me here. And then they don't even know what's happening. They show up and then somebody they have a grudge with is in the same room or some shit like that. These are all coordinated efforts. We all know what we're getting into ahead of time. We're all signing contracts. We're all in business together, so the expectation is to be professional.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, to just be realistic, of course, you know, the possibility is always there because, you know, past business and past a dollar, people just don't appreciate respect.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's where we just all have to, you know, keep level heads and make sure that we keep an eye on, you know, what we're all here for in the first place. And disrespect is part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's part of battle rap. You know, I think the fans and the culture are understanding if somebody is in a face-off or an interview or a blog or on stage being disrespectful. Now, if this was just in the battle as private on time, and they decide to jump up and say something disrespectful about their opponent,
Right.
then that's on them as men to go about how they're feeling and do whatever they feel they need to rectify that situation.
Right.
But a face-off is still part of the battle, it's still part of the business. So even though they get tense and they get disrespectful, we're there for a reason. So we have a certain expectation in the battle. Put it that way.
Okay. Dope. So for a person that's never been to an RBE event, what can they expect at an RBE event, or from an RBE?
Oh man, you're gonna expect battle rap in its pure form. You're gonna expect a shitload of talent gracing the stage because since day one, where we introduced our platform to the public, you know, we announced our first card in 2013. The fans have always given us credit for our style of matchup. You know what I'm saying? So we tend to really match up opponents pretty well to get the best outcomes possible.
Right.
You know, no platform, no league always has a classic battle every event or every battle that goes down, but we do our due diligence to put good matchups up there, good talented people up there to make sure that when the fans come out, they get a good show. In this particular case, August 31st, it's like that main event of Math Hoffa versus Sirius Jones. You know, what you could really expect is a vibe and an energy like no other. It's not like going to a music concert and knowing all the words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of knowing what to expect. Like, okay, Beyonce just dropped the latest album. Go there, I'm going to hear her latest single.
Right.
It's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come to an RBE event with our style of matchups and the type of energetic main events that we've been putting on lately, you're going to get that shock value, you're going to get that wow factor, you're going to leave saying a lot of things to your friend driving home, like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you brought up the Math Hoffa versus Hollow battle and face-off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I drove back to the hotel with a truck full of people, and everybody's in there with a jaw drop type of feeling. Everybody was in the whip with like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're coming for. We're coming to see how creative these guys can be in the form of battle rap to go at each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's no different from most of the events we put together. It's going to be no different from August 31st.
Gotcha. So for anyone that doesn't know about your event that's going on for August 31st, can you just let them know a couple of matchups that's going down, where we're at, so on and so forth?
Oh yeah, definitely. Outside of that mega, one of the biggest grudge matches, if not the biggest grudge match in battle rap history.
Right.
Math Hoffa versus Sirius Jones finally going down. Outside of that, we got the legend T-Rex finally gracing the RBE stage. He's taking on Ill Will. We got the OG Sway 7 people asking for him, and the leader of Team Hami, he's coming in. He's taking on a very talented and aggressive up-and-comer by the name of Bad News.
Right.
We got Emerson Kennedy flying over from LA, taking over Oops. I see a lot of people interested in that battle because they expect a lot of substance, and those guys really, really talking to each other. So I'm looking forward to what those guys bring to the stage. Guy like Oops, he's literally been on our stage and dropped rounds that made people in the fucking crowd cry.
Right.
Literally, like his battle versus Daylight. Like people watch the footage on YouTube and leave comments on the videos saying, I just cried watching this shit. I can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And Emerson Kennedy has that substance type of style where he starts talking to people and really, really hitting you in your chest. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. We got a high energy battle, Young Cannon versus Jay Murder going down. I just saw an interview dropped by Jay Murder. He's trying to call Young Cannon out, saying that he has a history of being with transvestites and whatnot, all types of stuff. So I see them getting at each other early. They starting up. What else we got on there? We got the return of Rosenberg Raw going up against Craig Lamar. Craig Lamar claims to be the king of punchlines. So we're going to see August 31st. He owes us a good one at this point. You got Mr. Mills versus Straight Dennis. You got the 1SK battles. Man, I'm not even sure if I'm leaving anything out. Basically, you got a ton of talent that's gracing the stage, and it's going down in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, at the Music Room. If you don't got your tickets or your pre-sale pay-per-view to watch this shit go down live, make sure you go to rarebreedent.com and make sure you do not miss this, because Saturday, August 31st, we're kicking it off. It's gonna be nuts.
Gotcha.
Leading up to that mega main event, it's gonna be crazy.
Gotcha. Got a couple of questions from people. MC wants to know, ask ARP if he would book QB versus Misfit rematch.
Yeah, definitely. That battle was almost on this card.
Gotcha.
It was almost on this card, but there was a scheduling conflict.
Okay.
So look forward to possibly seeing that battle happen on RBE very, very soon.
Gotcha. That's dope. That's one of the questions that I had too. Good looking, MC.
Yeah.
Another question from Top Tier Podcast. Ask him, when will he start looking into finding new women talent to come on his stage?
New women talent? That's got to go through, if it's somebody new, that's got to go through Lawrence. He runs the 1SK battles. I'd like to see him giving some shots to more of the ladies. So, y'all got to get at Lawrence for that. I mean, he always accepts constructive criticism. Honestly, I don't think there's ever been a 1SK battle with women in it yet, so that's something we got to step up on, to see up-and-coming ladies giving them new shots. Yeah, that's a must on RBE. We can't do everything at one time, but I do agree that that's something that we need to do a little bit more on. So look forward to seeing that happen on RBE very, very soon.
Dope. Is there a possibility or potential for there to be more than one female battle rap event on a card? Doesn't have to be like a whole roster like a Queen of the Ring, but just like two events or two battles on like one card or something like that.
Oh, definitely, and that's one thing that I hate the fans miss out on. Well, obviously you guys aren't supposed to know everything, but the fans just don't know behind the scenes the type of things that fall in and fall out.
Right.
We literally went to, well, I shouldn't say literally, but we went to hell and back trying to get a big female battle on this card for August 31st, because we knew we had so many battles on there. We knew we wanted to get at least like 8 battles done at the building. You know what I'm saying? On August 31st, just jam-packed talent. And there are some ladies that can tell you, like, oh yeah, I spoke to ARP and there's a lot of people who even have battles on August 31st. Like, there's another smaller league that's doing a female card, I believe.
Right.
And some of the ladies we were talking to, they're booked.
Right.
Then, like I said, we wanted QB versus Misfit on this card. Misfit had a scheduling conflict.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? There was some other opponents that couldn't work out at the time for QB.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot going on in that space. It's just that, behind the scenes, when things don't work out, the public just doesn't know.
Right.
We have no problem putting 2 or 3, crazy ladies matchups on these cards. As long as everything works out timing-wise, business-wise, and we feel it's a good matchup that, our fan base will enjoy, we with it. You know what I'm saying? We don't try to, separate the guys from the girls like that. We're probably behind the female, the straight female leagues, the leagues that only put on women battles.
Right.
We're probably the league behind that. that puts on the most consistent female matchups. We've been like that since day one.
Gotcha. Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Our last card, we had QB versus Bonnie, and then you go all the way back to our very first card, we had the ladies on there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think past the female leagues, we probably put on the most ladies matchups.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I'm proud of that, but we just got to continue that trend as much as possible.
Gotcha. One thing I was saying is what you're doing I feel is great. I feel like a lot of times people feel as if though there can only be one of something. And in terms of battle rap, they feel as if though it can only be one league. Anything else, you know what I'm saying, doesn't matter. It's whack, so on, it's biting, so on and so forth. But I feel like, you know, it's room for everybody to eat. There are different restaurants. Everybody sells chicken, but, you know, people make chicken in different kind of ways, if that makes any sense. How do you take the criticism from others when they kind of, you know, diss your league or feel like you're not doing anything creative or you're whack or all that good stuff?
Oh, you just gotta take that with the times. Like, that's always up and down. Like, I can go back 8 months and it was, you know, RBE is the best thing ever. Fuck every other league. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, when we announced Murder Mook, and then after that we came right back with Jay Mills, and after that we came right back with Hollow versus Maz, and after that we came right back with an announcement of Hitman versus Bill Collector, and then we took off most of May, all of June, and most of July, and then everybody starts, you know, saying their little, you know, narratives or little comments or whatever, and we've been there before. That's happened. That happens to every league. I've watched every league, you know, get dragged, and I've also watched every league at a time when they're at their peak, and that's the thing with being in any entertainment industry, up,
Right.
down, up, down, up, down. You know, there's times where we hated Nas, one of the best artists of all time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We said he was in a slump. Then he drops Ether, and he follows that up with an event. They're like, oh, I mean, with a great album. Like,
Right.
oh my God, Nas is back. You know, that always happens. So you gotta
Right.
take that with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, 1 league, 2 league, 3 leagues, you know what I'm saying? We've been here as long as we've been here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have countless classics and great content on our channel. We're one of the best channels in the battle rap culture.
Right.
We're one of the biggest channels in the battle rap culture. I continue to see high view traffic on our channel that continues to grow. So the actual trend and the activity of our company growing and the amount of content that we continue to put out year to year is on pace with what we've always done, but just continuing to elevate. So you got to just take chatter versus facts and make sure you understand the difference. That's all.
Gotcha. So another thing, I know there are a lot of platforms, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown. Shannon Daniel, Top Tier Podcast, T7M Radio, Let's Talk Battle Rap, Ben Swayze, Mojo, fucking Top Tier Podcast. I'm forgetting somebody else, but there are a lot of different platforms, you know what I'm saying, in terms of media and coverage. Do you feel as if, though, the artists are doing enough promo? Like, is promo just posting on your Facebook page that you're having a battle and that's fucking it? Like, do you feel as if the artists are doing enough promo? Should more promo be in their contracts?
Some do and some don't.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And there's just levels. Like certain, there's so many different types of battlers. You got battlers that don't have a draw.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They may get booked, they may get shown a lot of love, a lot of opportunities, or they might be talented as shit, but maybe they just don't have draw power, you know, or soft power, and hence the fans don't even pay attention to them if they do promote. You know what I'm saying? You got people that they just don't have it in them. You know, I know I've seen battlers that have publicly went on record and said, you know, I just want to show up, rap, get my check, and go home. Like all that other stuff, I'm not here for that.
Gotcha.
But they don't see the bigger picture that this is an entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Like battle rap is a small industry. The more you promote, the bigger your battle is, the bigger the event is, the bigger the card is, the more money that's being generated, the more money you should make.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And your image and profile should grow as well. There's a lot of battlers that don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some people that is very, very strong promoters. You know what I'm saying? They know how to get out there, you know, do the most for their brand as well as the business situation and platform that they're actually on for that particular moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it depends who you're talking about. You know, we've learned over the years who's who for the most part, and at times, like let's not lie, it can dictate the business. It can dictate your draw. It can dictate how much money you make. You know what I'm saying? So you got talented people that may not be making, you know, great money like some of the bigger guys in the culture. Like let's say everybody wants to make the same type of money that Murder Mook makes.
Right.
Murder Mook has built himself, you know, a brand. So when he gets out there and he posts on social media, that can generate ticket sales and pay-per-view sales and celebrities tuning in. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Or you could take somebody like Jay Mills. from Harlem. He was born with the gift of gab, and he just starts shit talking, and everybody tunes in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, look at like Math and Serious Jones right now. You know, Math was very creative the other day. He created a GoFundMe for Serious Jones, and it was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But then you take somebody like Serious Jones. Serious Jones is crafting a trailer right now that he's telling me, like, I'm about to send you guys a trailer and exclusive. I need this up on the RBE channel, and wait until y'all see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends who you are, what you want out of this culture, and how big of a light you want on your brand, your battle, and the platform that you're on at that time.
Gotcha.
So, you know, once again, you got to know who's who. You know, at the same time, I could turn around and say, some of these battlers don't get it, they don't promote, and that's why they are where they at, and that's why their battles aren't bigger, and that's why they don't make more money. There's also battles I can say the opposite for, and say like, nah, there's some guys out there that really, and girls that know what they're doing.
Right.
They build brands, and they make good money for themselves, and they always got good light and traffic coming to their situations.
Gotcha.
So you got to just pick out who's who and figure out who's who and what's what.
Gotcha. So another question that just came in from Top Tier Podcast. I got another one to follow up with RC. I had a similar question, but they wanted to know, will RBE ever more so look into traveling into the Midwest or other places for that matter?
I don't want to say that anything is impossible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were actually in New York for almost 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And we've done our last 3 events, and this is our 4th event straight, I think, in Atlanta, or 3rd event straight in Atlanta. So this is after existing in the culture for over 6 years, our first time venturing out of New York. You know what I'm saying? And I think that now that they've seen us move to Atlanta and do a bunch of successful events there and bring some big main events to Atlanta, I see a lot of people saying, what about our city? What about that city? But some leagues and certain platforms move around for their own reasons.
Right.
RBE, has been doing their last couple of events in Atlanta because there's business reasons tied to it that make it a more preferable situation.
Gotcha.
I don't want people to think that we're on tour or something like that, where it's like, pick a city and we're there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to be able to move like that and guarantee that we would be successful if we were at that, like a circus, just pick a city and we there, we pop up. But that's not us.
Okay.
If we're like that one day, then great. Hopefully we get to a city near you. But the beautiful thing about the battle rap culture is we've made popular pretty well pay-per-view.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not close to the city where we got, one of these crazy main events going down or cards going down like August 31st, you can put your feet up in the comfort of your own home and tune in. Just go to rarebreedent.com, cop the pay-per-view, watch the VOD the next day when it goes back if you want to rewind or you miss something.
Right.
And you good money, you know what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha.
Either way, but, hopefully we could expand out just a little bit more, but, don't put that rush on us, please.
Gotcha.
We're doing our best.
Okay. Let me ask, how much is the event in terms of pay-per-view and at the door price for right now, or pre-ordering?
I think the pay-per-view is probably up there for either like $35, $40 pre-sale. It might stay like that, or it might go up. We're not sure.
Okay.
But it's always best to get your pre-sale because things tend to rev up. Like the week of.
Right.
Things tend to go crazy the week of. Like,
right.
That's just how it's always been the trend in battle rap. We've been seeing that for over 6 years.
Gotcha.
So I suggest everybody go to rarebreedent.com right now and get your pre-sale tickets and your pay-per-view. Tickets I haven't looked at in a second. I know the stage passes are sold out, but we've historically always kept very, very good prices for the fans. We don't try to hit people over the head or nothing like that. We jumped out the window one time only, and that was for the Murder Move return card. We did those tickets for $125.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But that's because that situation was so big.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we had to make sure that we delivered the business side of it the right way to make sure that we was in the right position. Other than that, historically, we've always, kept the fans pretty comfortable with our prices, and I don't see any complaints for August 31st either. So, go to rarebreedent.com, and we got y'all.
Gotcha. Person RC wants to know, personal question in regards to, I guess, one of his favorite battle rappers. Will Couture ever make the RBE stage?
Once again, behind the scenes, man.
Right.
Behind the scenes. I spoke to Couture about a week and a half ago. I can't tell you why, though.
Okay.
So shout out to Couture, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never lie in no interviews. That we'd be like, yo, you took the ARP a couple weeks. Yep. We had a lot going on leading up to August 31st.
Okay.
But all the behind the scenes stuff that doesn't pan out for scheduling or whatever happens, or somebody's already booked or something like that, all that means is that there's all this stuff that's in the chamber to come up next or possibly after that. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
Gotcha.
Stay tuned.
With this card that you have going on, and you look back at your career as a league owner, what advice would you give other league owners that are looking into, coming in, or that have smaller leagues, that would want to be on your level? What advice would you give to a league owner?
I would say if you don't come in with your identity, find it as soon as possible and stand on it. Stand on it. And when I say stand on it, I mean that in every sense of just making sure that you stay true to what you want to deliver to the fans and within your business, because you're always going to be throwing curveballs. That's in any business. You're not going to be successful in any space without opposition, trials, and tribulation.
Right.
You're going to go through all types of shit. We've been through legal situations. We've been through physical situations.
Right.
We've been through times where the fans have said, man, you guys are the best. We've been through times where the fans said, oh, we're not fucking with RBE. You go through everything in the spectrum from A to Z as a successful company, or a company that's going to come up, or a company that's being recognized and causing waves. Whether it's waves towards other people that's in the same industry as you, in the same lanes as you, the fans, bloggers, media, doesn't matter. You have to find your identity if you don't already have it. Stand on it and keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Everything else just comes with making sure that you apply common sense and you use your head. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, move into any entertainment space or any business and just, let me try this and try to flip a dollar. Nah, you have to have a passion for it.
Gotcha.
You have to have a passion for it. We did our first event and we budgeted a loss of I think about $6,000 or $7,000. We budgeted a loss for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how you start a business. Fast forward, we're one of the most successful and the most spoken about platforms in the culture, and we've been at the front of the culture for years. You know what I'm saying? That's humbly speaking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you say RVE, people tend to say our name with whoever you think is popping.
Right.
Which is a win within itself. So that means that we're doing something right, and that comes from consistency, working hard, and making sure that we stay true to ourselves, regardless of the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the problems, the beefs. You know what I'm saying? The legal issues.
Right.
We just stay down and we keep pushing.
At what point did you feel like, we've made it, or we're here, or I could get used to this? At any point, in terms of success within this, at what point, if there is a point where you felt like that?
First year. Our first year here, because before we started a platform, I was a blogger. And I released a blog, and ironically, and I'm not promoting right now, it's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, one of my early blogs that caught a lot of attention was recapping the event with Mav Snuff here, Sirius Jones.
Right.
And I recapped that. I did a blog. I put it on an old channel called ARP Blogs. At the time, I was working with Star from Star and Buck Wild a lot. He put it on his Shot 97 website. And that blog just started taking off crazy. Like, I'd never seen, a video that I did doing tens of thousands of views.
Right.
And then I went out of state. I went to an event in Chicago, and I had fans in the crowd, tapping me on the shoulder. Yo, you're the guy that did that recap, yo, keep blog. And I was just like, wow. Like, that was my first time experiencing somebody knowing me outside of the state that I live in.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And it threw me, and it made me realize, me and my brother actually, the co-owner Shot, when we was actually talking about starting RBE, like, yo, the internet and social media is our engine. Like, we can be successful as long as we get good content. That blog is an example. Good content.
Right.
So we did our first event, it was successful, and then we did our second event. Our second event, we lost our main event because Disaster punched Mav, and Mav was our main event on our second card. We went through that, and then by the time we got to our third event, we launched the concept Blood, Sweat, and Tears, where we were trying to remove the tears from battle rap and just promote the fact that a good battle is a good battle.
Gotcha.
And stop having people just always concentrate on only the top tiers can battle each other. So by the time we got there, we sort of, people backed that, and it was something so different, and they allowed us to go less and allowed us to be ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So our very first year, we kind of knew that, we're definitely fit for this, and they accept our creativity and us being different and establishing our own lane and being a part of this culture.
Gotcha. Is there anything as a league owner within your career as a league owner that you feel like you wish you could do over, or if you have a regret or a lesson that you learned from you would now do differently? I mean, you don't have to get too deep, but just, you know.
I wouldn't say do over because you're not gonna have successes without trials and tribulation and opportunities to learn. Shit that happens from when you're a child. You know what I'm saying? You put your hand on the stove, you get burned, and you learn like stay away from that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go through shit. Like going through things molds you as a person, it molds you as a man, it molds you as a woman, it molds you as a business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through shit. Like I don't have nobody in my circle that I either do business with or that my friends or my family that's never been through anything at all. How do you build your character without ever going through something?
Right.
So I wouldn't say that I would take things back. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate the lessons that we've learned because despite the fact that we're business savvy, I've run businesses before, Rare Breed Entertainment, and we already have common sense, good head on our shoulders. We're already good people. We already have good ideas, and we're creative by nature. Despite that, running a company within the battle rap culture is different than running a company anywhere else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never ran a company in the entertainment industry, so there's a lot of things I had to learn through good and bad. So I wouldn't change anything because all those things that we've been through has, molded RBE to what we are today. And right now, we're at our most successful from a viewership standpoint and from a financial standpoint. And we have to go through the things that we went through to get to that place. You know what I'm saying? And part of that is also earning your position. That's another thing people can never take from us, the fact that we earned everything that we have, every view, every dollar, every fan, every subscriber, we earned it. So I wouldn't change anything, but I do recognize the fact that we've made mistakes. We've had our trials and tribulations, but I think they all came from a good place. We're not vicious people. They came from a good place of us always having good intentions, and we learn from things. That's all.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have you get out soon, but I know that you just mentioned the whole money thing. Now I will say, sometimes I'm privy to certain information, things that come my way. What I can say in regards to RBE, I personally have never heard anyone say that you guys, do bad business over there. So, definitely salute to that.
Appreciate that.
But
Appreciate that. Thank you.
is there and not for you to play favoritism, but is there like an artist that you've worked with where it's just like, yo, I love doing business with them, they're professional, they do this, they do that? There may be more than one, but are there artists out there that you could probably name, or with that, I don't want to be biased or whatever, but that you can name and be like, yo, I really like the way this person works, like, you know what I'm saying, that sort of thing?
Yeah, there's definitely battlers like that. I actually have a blog on the channel. I don't remember the exact title, but if folks went to the Rare Breed Entertainment channel, and then within the videos of the channel, you search I want to guess the title, something like Why Leagues Keep Booking the Same Battler.
Okay.
That title is kind of like a metaphor almost to your point, and I break down the reasons why league owners or platform owners continue to book some battlers that you see consistently on the platform. I talk about things like professionalism.
Right.
I talk about things like consistency. I talk about things like talent. But I really get more details from a league owner standpoint and really, really try to shed some more light on it so people understand, like, this is what it takes to be the type of battler that'll stay in heavy rotation of being booked, that league owners will find very easy to work with, that they want to work with, that they want to pick up their phone with and keep them on speed dial for, because there's hundreds and thousands of dollars that's being exchanged. So if you want to get paid for your art, I'm showing people in that blog, this is why you see some of these guys, more frequent. It's not just because they're great rappers. Behind the scenes, there's other things that's happening as well. So I definitely encourage people to take a look at that video when they get a chance. But if I had to name somebody, I think somebody that definitely deserves credit is Murder Mook. Okay. You know what I'm saying? His professionalism and him meeting his obligations and everything and doing what he needed to do, being involved in such a big moment, because that's a lot to carry. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Carrying so much and delivering behind the scenes, and there's so much behind the scenes that fans will never know because it was business-wise that we both carried through to both be successful, that I watched them, you know, carry like a true professional, that I always have shouted them out for that. But at the same time, we've worked with people since day one that have been professional and always held us down. You know, I can name people like Oops, I can name people like Show Off, or Gems, or Big Cannon, or you know, these are, and not to leave people out, you know, QB, these are people that you know, we've worked with, and things have been very, very straightforward and professional. They met their obligations, they fulfilled their contracts. If there was time things that were stipulated in their contracts, they was on point. We didn't have to chase them down for nothing. You know, there are some battlers that are definitely like that, and they know who they are. You know, for the ones that are not like that, you know, hopefully they step their game up, you know, because it's one hand wash the other type of situation. The bigger the battler is, the bigger the platform is. The bigger the platform is, the bigger the battler is.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
So I know that you said that this card, you know what I'm saying, no females on it. We're gonna look forward to the next card. There'll be more females on it.
Definitely. Wasn't my fault this time.
I get it. Things happen.
Fact check me. Go fact check me behind the scenes. Call Fit, call QB, call Couture, call them ladies, man. Be like, yo, leave bullshit. It wasn't on me.
Gotcha. Understandable. Before you go out, once again, just let people know when the event is, where they can purchase their tickets, pay-per-view, so on and so forth.
Shit. Yo, listen. August 31st, finally, we are closure to a historic moment in battle rap history, something that we all know if you're a battle rap fan. The notorious situation between Matt Hopper and Sirius Jones. We are going to complete that battle. If you guys are tuning into the face-offs, you guys are seeing how intense the situation is. But we are showing up August 31st to finally see these guys rap these crazy 3 rounds that they're preparing face-to-face to see who's finally going to be the victor out of this notorious grudge match. The biggest grudge match in battle rap history from a longevity standpoint. It's the longest running grudge match. And we see these guys still have a lot of personal issues and vibes towards each other. So we're going to figure all that out on August 31st. And then, like I said, I ran down the rest of the card. Shout out to everybody on the card. There's a lot of talent on the card, like Bill, T, Rex, Swoops, Emerson Kennedy, Swade, Bad News, Rosenberg, Roy, Craig Lamar, Young Cannon, Jake Murder, Mr. Mills, Drake Bennett. There's a shitload of talent on the card. So make sure y'all go to raregreenent.com, get your pre-pay-per-view, or if you don't got your ticket to be in the building, if you're in the Atlanta area or you're flying in, make sure you go to that same website right now and cop. I know the stage passes are sold out, but you know, things always want to take off the last week of or whatever. Do not be that person outside that cannot witness history. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the Atlanta area, you're gonna want to see this in person because the energy in the building, from I think the tense vibe that these 2 guys are gonna create, you cannot match. You cannot match. We've been in situations like that before where it made your skin crawl in the fucking building. Like, yo, this is wild. And I think Matt Hopper and Sirius Jones are about to deliver us a classic battle. Neither one of these guys wants to lose to the other person because this is a real grudge match. This is not WWF. So August 31st, make sure y'all are in tune. Make sure y'all are in tune because it's going down major. RVE presents Matt Hopper versus Sirius Jones. It's going down.
Dope. So we're gonna have closure with this interview. Thank you so much for more so making this happen. You know what I'm saying? Despite the little, you know, technology and you know all that good shit. Anyhow.
I wish we would have got on a little bit faster because when you were sending me the number, I thought that was supposed to be the phone number.
Yeah.
And then Rod was like, "Nah, that's the Zoom, that's the app." And I was
like, my fault. That's probably my fault.
I was getting tight. I was like, "Why the fuck you sending me a phone number that don't got all the numbers in it?" You know what I'm saying? But I wish I wasn't on the move because then I would do the Skype, which you don't want to see my background or moving around and all that.
Hey, we don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, you want to know what though? The week of the event, let's try to hop on your line, and if we can't, definitely right after. We gotta connect again because it's about to go down major, August 31st.
Dope. Thank you so much, and have a good one, man.
Likewise, I appreciate you, homie.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I got a text from a person. Okay, all right, I got you.
Now what?
Happy belated, by the way. Happy belated to Official. Happy belated to OG Prana. Let me see if I can get her.
She a Leo too, huh?
Yeah, a lot of lions in the building. Give me 1 minute. this building that we speak of. And if she's not ready, then what I want to do is I'll tap into top tier. Let me see something. Top tier, let me see. I ain't hear from Prana yet. She may be getting ready and doing a few things. I got y'all. And somebody was asking questions, and I wasn't trying to ignore you. Let me go back. He asked a question about the UK, the one and only. Your questions, he kind of answered them just in regards to the whole traveling aspect. I didn't ask about jazz on RBE, but he did say something along the lines of, you know, in terms of females being up there, there is somebody by the name of Lawrence, you know, that they can kind of, you know, get in contact with. He's the one that, you know, well, he's the one that helps with new up-and-coming talent, you know, as far as the females. But, you know, no disrespect. Maybe one day I can get Jazz on the show and, you know, you can ask her.
Shout out to RX. Fuck that.
She's in the building?
No,
Well,
just shout out to RX.
Yeah, dope.
I love RX.
Dope.
I love jazz too. I'm not cutting jazz off. My bad. Hope they didn't sound that way.
No, it didn't sound that way at all.
Shout out to RX, man.
I'm cutting Jazz off because I've hit her up. I ain't never hear back from her, so she's cut. Until I hear back from you, then you're
Hey
on
man, jazz ain't really into all that shit like that, man. Like
cut. Ain't into what?
doing a lot of interviews and shit like that.
Man.
She just be trying to live her regular life, man.
You're right. But you know, we probably could get. What's her sign? You know what her sign? When's her birthday? That's your people's, and you don't know her birthday and shit, man.
But I mean, I'm sure we can get a.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
When it's time to.
And it's time. It's been time. Somebody said RX has a ghostwriter, Mr. Lyons. She will be here next week in person from California to address this. So, Mr. Lyons, please be sure to check in next week.
She flew in from California.
From fucking California and has made it her business. And not for nothing, has been one of the people that straight up been like, yo, weeks in advance, I'm coming on this date. Can I come? You don't have to ask. You already got an open invite. Has still been hitting me up like week after week, like, yo, confirming all that good shit. From fucking California. I think it's something with chicks in Cali though, because a couple of people I know from Cali, they do the same thing. I'm getting Top Tier Podcast on the line right about now. Hold on, this phone. Maybe.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Top Tier?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. So I wanted to.
Hey, first off, man, let me say
Go ahead.
the Top Tier Podcast. Shout out to you, man, for always supporting. We see
Definitely.
you and really appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, no doubt, anytime, man. I love y'all platform. I love that, you know, y'all not only show support to the women, but y'all tackle many different things with many different shows. Y'all got variety. I love the joint with DNA and Charlie Clips, man. Y'all doing it all, man. Y'all doing what a channel is supposed to be doing, man. You know, spreading y'all wings, so to speak.
That's a fact, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Gotcha. What made me more so, you know, I always reach out, but what made me kind of reach out, and I told you before offline that I feel like you've been getting a little buzz, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a dope thing. One thing that you've been getting a lot of buzz about is this top 50, what was it? Best battle rappers of all time?
Yeah. Top 50 battle rappers of all time, man. All time. Yeah. I created that about a week ago. So yeah, I got a lot of heat for that.
I heard some people even say, yo, he only got 2 chicks on the list. Where did you, not even the 2 chicks, but I know you've been getting some kind of feedback. What feedback have you been getting from this?
Wait, hold.
I've been
Where's
getting a lot
the
of
list?
negative.
Give me the list. Send me the list, something,
I'll send
so
it.
I can put the list up.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Top Tier, are you able to, how's this gonna work?
15
Yeah.
OF.
If you're able to, Top Tier, if you're able to go on your IG, forward it over to the 15 Minutes of Fame IG page,
Yeah.
and so that way he can.
I'm sending it over right now.
Gotcha. That way he can put it up. But while you're doing that, go ahead and talk about some of the feedback that you got. Hopefully, I'm not yelling.
So like I said, I made the list. You know, shout out to my lady for making the graphics to the list. And so what happened was I didn't think it was going to get that type of buzz. but I probably sent it out around 9 o'clock at night. And somebody told me, shout out to my man E, Echo the Light. He was like, oh man, you did this at 9:30. Your notification's about to go crazy. But I embraced the smoke. I put it out there because I wanted a healthy debate. And yeah, man, people were really displeased for the most part earlier on. But, you know, it kind of evened out. Now, got a lot of people saying, like, I ain't mad at this list. I probably would have changed the order of a few people.
Right.
And so, yeah, it was a good feedback. I think people, more so people who really are in tune with women's battle rap, probably had a bit of a gripe with people who weren't on the list and the placement of the two who were on the list. So
Gotcha.
that was the big thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. So where did this list come from? How do you determine who gets on the list, the order, the ranking?
Well, I mean, obviously it's fun from, you know, these guys. I don't know their podcast or whatever, but they came out with the 50 best rappers of all time, and it sparked fire when Joe Budden was number 3 and he was trending. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me find out. Let me do something that I don't think nobody's tapping into yet, and let me do a 50 best battlers of all time list. It's an extensive list, and criteria is a big thing to me. So what happened was, obviously, you can't do the criteria for a whole 50 because you're going to find some contradiction.
Right.
In all, like, so what I did was gave the top 10 their own criteria because those are heavyweights. And level of competition, wins versus that level of competition, and impact was a big thing to me. So that's how I've kind of flushed out my 10. And then the next 10 after that was the guys close who also have some of those factors but just missed the cut.
Okay.
And then like after that, it's a little more preference. Also some legends who got like legendary status, but maybe not. You know, there's some guys and women who got legendary status at one league, but not necessarily all around. Like
Right.
a lot of people, like Ilmac is dope. I got him on the list, but you know, he had a run for grind time when he was like a champion. You know,
Right.
battling people overseas, teaming up with Thesaurus, and he's been doing this thing on grind time, King of the Dot. But he hasn't yet graced the URL stage. He's only graced the RB stage maybe once. So while he's hilarious, you know, he hasn't hit the big time, so I kind of had to slide him back. So that's how my list really was comprised of. Just a simple criteria of the first top 10 based on your impact, your level of competition, who you beat, and things like that. So I thought it was fair.
Gotcha. And the one thing I want to take from that, as you stated, my top 10 50 battle
Right.
rappers of all time.
I want to jump in.
Go ahead.
So here's the deal. This is fucking battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
It's an opinionated sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, god damn it, if I like Janet Jackson better than Jasmine Guy, who the fuck can argue with me?
Right.
That's what I like.
Right.
So I hate that part of battle rap that everybody, you know, is not okay with another fucking person's opinion.
Right.
It's his opinion.
I feel you, bro. I feel you on that. And like I said, like it was open for debate. I embrace it. I never take anything personal. I felt like I was one of the few people in media that can do this because I don't have any personal ties to any battle rappers. I never grew up with a favorite.
Right.
I never grew up with a favorite battle rapper.
Okay.
So I can just do it objectively. Like, yo, I'm just basing it off your work. Because like there's some people on here on this list that might not necessarily even be my preference style of battler, but I can't deny the work they put in. So I think
Gotcha.
that takes a lot of, you know, humility. Just like, no, they did their work. They deserve to be on here.
Gotcha. The you looking at his list?
Yeah.
What I think
I took the list,
It's
though.
on the screen.
Yeah, I got it. What I think is dope about your list, I was just looking at it, and I'm, you know, of course I'm looking, I'm saying, like, 1 battle 2. You know what I'm saying? 3 battle 4. You know what I'm saying? 5 battle 6. Like, I'm just going down the list, you know what I'm saying? And seeing, like, you know, which I think is dope. Couple of honorable mentions as well. Twerk and Geechee Gotti. Too soon. Too soon for both?
Yeah, that's the only thing they missing, just a little too soon. I've seen people have like that short little run, and then something happens where they just not the same. So, you know, I will say if they was in it for maybe, if they had this level of performance, like maybe 4 years, 4 or 5, they would have been on here easily. But it's about 2.5 for Geechee as far as at this level, maybe about the same for a twerk. They just missed, man.
Gotcha.
They're definitely better than a lot of guys in that top 50. But I understand what
sure.
you're saying. It's not enough time.
Yeah, just not enough body of work just yet. So yeah, but talent-wise, I mean, of course, that's a criteria. Talent, they're there. They're just missing. I just need a few more years, man.
That's a good criteria. 4 years. But has Chess been battling for 4 years? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, since he was fucking 14.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time on the list. I'd probably say maybe 2 weeks just going over battles to make sure man, it was fun doing it. I love that process.
Gotcha. Now, is this one of those things where I know for myself personally, it's hard for me to commit to shit. So I'll create something and then I'll be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back. Is there anything or anybody up here that you would change or want to, or you feel like, no, this is it?
I'm pretty comfortable with how it looks. I will say, if there was one or two, I probably maybe, and it's like very small, but maybe John from 17, maybe he might be more of a top 15 guy. Maybe swap between. I got Iron Solomon at 15,
right?
Pat Stay at 16,
right.
John at 17.
Right.
I feel like those three are interchangeable, so I wouldn't have a gripe if those were switched around. But for the most part, I like what I did.
Yo, that's a hell of a list.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fucking people to actually sit down and figure out in in order of number 1 to 50. I couldn't do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I respect it. It only took you 2 weeks. Yeah. I like it. I don't think I could do
2
it.
weeks and a lot of countless hours though. So it was some work. But then after actually doing your day-to-day job, you have to turn around and buckle down and really watch a lot of YouTube and go back and dig in the crate, so to speak. That's an old term, but yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was fun though.
Gotcha. I know in addition to that, another thing that you kind of had a little bit of buzz over was, I guess 40, while she was in the airport, I guess you tuned into her live, and I don't know if there was like a misunderstanding between the two of you.
Yeah, big time. So she had made a comment referencing, like saying, F someone, I don't want to say the name,
right.
But she was like, F this certain platform and media and things like that. And I was just like, okay. And I forgot what I said. I said something along the lines of, how can you say that and then at the same breath, I've seen women such as herself on various other platforms talking about how they lack coverage, like how they don't get enough coverage. Mm-hmm. Now you're saying, F the media and F this. Her thing was like, some behind the scenes stuff. You don't know what you're talking about, this and that. So I kind of backed off, like, all right, fair enough. I think I tried to ask her a question about like preparation and things like that. And she kind of like, yo, you're not, like you lost your turn to ask me questions, things like that. So I just let it go. I have no, she's dope, so I didn't really pay that any mind. I was just like, okay, she's like, she kind of said it. She's like, I'm going off. I'm sorry, I'm ranting, and like I'm just not in the mood for it. So I never take this up personal. That's a business, so it was all good.
Great.
Yeah, and just for the record, the day I heard about that live is the day that I saw 40. Mm-hmm. And actually got an interview with her and E. Hart too. So sometimes people just feel the way they feel at that moment. Shout out to 40 Bars.
Yeah. Shout out to 40.
That's still my fucking girl. I don't care what she could be mad at me today, and I still love her. Shout out to 40.
Yeah,
Bars, bitch.
I got her in my top 5 current and of all time. So like that ain't gonna change. But
you ain't got on the list.
No, I ain't got her on the list. I definitely respect her, and I just think sometimes you just catch people at a bad time. So I'm a human, I understand.
Shout out to fucking Norconda. He's hilarious. DJ Doughboy #1, right? Doughboy is my guy too. I fuck with Doughboy. This fucking list is hilarious.
Any more lists that you feel like may be in the works, or any
Yeah, I am working on something. I'll share it with you because I rock with the platform. So I am working on something very I don't know how many people will care about this list, but it's like my top 5 dollars that aren't from non-US dollars of all time. I'm doing just a top 5. I'm gonna keep it short, and yeah, I'm working on that, and working on getting some interviews under my belt. And I'm reaching out to different people. So
hey man, relax, man, relax, relax, relax.
I can hear you. What you say?
I'm fucking with you, man.
He said, "Hey man, relax, relax." But he's just playing.
No, that's my guy. You already know. I'm trying to be like you guys, man. So yeah, I definitely want to tackle on some more interviews, ask more questions, jump on different platforms. Yeah, just work. I'm here in Detroit, so I can't really got all the resources. It's not many people here, so I'm just doing it from getting out the mud, man. Doing what I got to do. So it's fun. I love this process.
That's what's up, man. There's room for everybody in this fucking culture, man. To do what we do, man. So do what you do it at the highest level, enjoy doing it, and shit, fuck the world. Do your thing.
That's a fact, Uncle Rob. Appreciate your support, man. Nomad, you already know you my guy, man. Love this. I'll be tuning in as I always do every Friday. I need more people to get in tune with this too, man. So I'm gonna do my part in promoting this place and
likewise,
get it out there because this is a dope platform. I fuck with you guys sincerely, real talk.
Gotcha. Let me ask, were you able to watch the pay-per-view event that recently went down?
Of course.
Gotcha.
Of course. Yeah, I was locked in.
Got some wins going on, got some losses, got some opinions.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I don't never waver on. I don't sit on the fence. I'm keeping clear wins and losses. All right, so boom. 40 in them. This is not because of what happened. They got smoked. That's fact. We don't have to really get into that too deeply. They got smoked. It bounced back. I did think the first was close until the stumble. It was very close. In fact, I remember saying to myself, they're not only are they gaining momentum back, but they're gaining it fast. Within the 8 to 10 bars that what 40 was saying about the mailbox delivery and things like that, I was like, oh, they catching up pretty quick.
Right.
But unfortunately, things happened. They got washed. I thought John and Hitman pretty much did what I thought they was gonna do. I knew they first was gonna be explosive, and it was gonna come down to the second and third. And they got the second clearly, and Clips, he just basically, got into his old Clips bag and showed people why he's a legend. So that was a 2-1. EFB versus NWX. I hate the term classic, but I watched it 3 times already. And I find something new that EFB said, and I find myself in all the performance of NWX all over again. It's definitely a classic 2-on-2. It's not many better than that. I'm talking about all 3 rounds from both. And I edged NWX with the first and the second. And I don't even want to speak on Marvin Quest because they from Michigan. And that was sad. That hurt.
Gotcha.
That hurt. But that was bad. Monster looked incredible.
You got to be careful. You won't be able to walk around Detroit.
Yeah, I was joking. You know what, Rob? I was joking, saying, everybody kept saying Detroit was looking bad that night. I kept trying to throw them at a different. I was like, no, we ain't doing that. They from Highland Park. We ain't from Detroit. But I wasn't trying to claim that L, but it's all good. So yeah, it was. Hey, a lot of the new teams I know has really stepped up. So that was dope. And obviously, Gun Titles versus Loaded Hollows or Guns and Cake. I call them Gun Life. I ain't really growing with the Guns and Cake. But Gun Life versus Loaded Hollows was really entertaining, and that third was incredible. And I had that 2-1 Loaded Hollows. They was edging them first, so it was a solid card. I see people not really giving it its just due. If you really had to break it down from a 1 to 10, I'll probably give it maybe a strong 7.5 maybe. know what I'm saying? It was a really good card, and I'm proud of Jazz and man, they got real chemistry. You can tell they really hang with each other outside of this battle rap stuff.
I gave the whole event a 9, and the only reason I gave it a 9 because we didn't get to see T-Top and Briz versus Mook and Cal. If we would have got to see that and that would have turned out fine, I'd have gave the fucking event a 10. I enjoyed every fucking moment. You can't go that high with this event. It was stumbles and chokes and stuff. Hey, earlier I was sticking up for you, telling you. And
well, you said my.
That's my opinion. Now you going against me. What happened, fam?
You got that, player. You got that. I'm not even. You know what? Fair enough, my God.
And see, there's a difference too, man. Like when you're at an event, it's like people can watch it on pay-per-view and rate it a 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever. But me, it's the energy, man. When you're in the fucking building, it's totally different than watching shit on pay-per-view, bro. That's why.
That's true.
That's why I give it a 10 because I enjoyed every moment of it, you know, being there live for it. So it's a possibility if I watched it on pay-per-view, I might have, you know, dropped down the rating myself. I don't know, but, you know, I think I've only watched one event on pay-per-view. And that was when Suge battled Ab. That was the only event I wasn't actually at.
I feel that. I get that. And I understand that. And when I come to think about it, if you're in the building, the highs hit you way harder than the lows do. So, like, when Suge is and them doing that Mustard dunk, you're so hyped up on that. You're not even. Yeah, that was crazy. So you juiced up off of that. It's like you're really not paying attention to the dog moments. Like you're still thinking about that. So in the building, I feel you. I understand that completely. I see your side of that. I ain't mad.
And when Chess dropped them shells, I don't care what y'all saw on pay-per-view, but in the building, oh my God.
The fucking audio was incredible as well. Audio was fucking incredible. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that was definitely one of the top 3 to 5 moments of that card for sure. So no, I definitely get it, man. I like I said, it got tons of replay value though. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like the matchups were good? Do you feel like one matchup should have been replaced or taken away? You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth.
Well, you remember you had me call up when Jazz O versus E40 was announced, and this was before me talking to her on live getting cussed out. This was before this even happened. I said I probably would prefer a matchup of E Hart and Miss Hustle because I think Hustle can counteract the energy that official brings on her team side. So I thought that would have been a doper blend. And plus Hustle has been on that URL stage. If you think about it, all 3 of them have been on a URL stage besides 40.
Right.
And I think that was the bit of the difference. I think that was the difference. She hasn't even done like a PG on a URL, so your first URL debut was on basically a Summer Madness. That's a big leap. So I probably would change that, you know.
And just for the record, it's the only Queens versus the Bardashians. It was not Jazzo versus E40.
No, hey man, a lot of these names I altered myself, bro. It's like, you get them, you make your own playlist when people have them come out. Like, I had to switch it up, man. But I respect their names.
I like E40 and Jazzo too.
I did too. I thought it was dope as shit.
I thought it was dope.
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah, he did some you know what I'm saying? So, other than that, I like the car, and because you had a lot of the new guys going against veteran teams. Basically, Smack was smart. He said it was money. If you can get past, and which they did, John and Hitman got past the veterans of Goods and Clips, and then you had the Monstars get past the veterans of Marvin Quest. Now, both of those 2 new guys, new teams, you want to see again, and now you can make another card where they clash against each other. So I thought that was...
Technically, I think Jazz and Official versus 40 and E Hart was that type of clash too, right? Because 40 and E Hart are more of a veteran. They're more veterans than than Official and Jazz. right?
True.
They were battling a little while before those two actually, well, not official, I think.
Not official.
But as far as status-wise, because they were already on Queen of the Ring, so it can go that way with that battle too. I think so.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I thought it was dope, man. So a lot of them new cats, new teams proved themselves, and now we'll probably see them again.
Yeah, now I want to see Jazz and Official versus Twerk and Suge.
Hey, you was breaking up. You see it versus who?
Twerk and Suge.
that'll be something, man. I don't know if they can handle that.
I don't think so either, but I just threw it out there.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see a guy and girl tandem 2-on-2 now. Like, I want to see somebody go against Misfit and Cortez. Like, I want to see that.
Yeah,
who?
Arsenal and QB.
Oh,
how about
shit.
that? I talked to Misfit about that.
Oh,
she brought
shit.
that shit up in the interview I did with
That would be dope.
Crazy.
That would be dope.
Me and Rogers did. Me and Rogers set that up.
There you go.
Make that happen, somebody.
Let's
I
go.
like that.
There you go.
Yeah, Arsenal,
What up, QB?
Arsenal QB versus Tez and
What up, QB?
I'm with that.
You still got
Hey, next time you get one of those 4-on, Raw, like, you gotta speed that up.
Dude, that would be dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
That's
bringing
crazy.
that conversation up.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm with all of that. Yeah, for sure.
I wonder who I would give that to.
That's hard. Awesome QB on the same team.
That's nasty. Nah, that would be a dope one.
Yeah, I'm with that. So maybe that's something, Queen of the Ring can probably take that and run with that. Have that on their platform. That'll be ill.
I don't think QB would do it up there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
RBE, but if UW comes
Right,
back,
that's it.
you know what I'm saying, the possibilities are endless.
That's a fact. That'll be dope. So I ain't mad at that. That'd be something different. That energy between, a guy and a girl going at it. They both, like you said, Arts and QB are the most disrespectful battle rappers in the world. Like, so that energy be crazy. So I'm not mad at that.
What's another dope?
Misfit's gonna be on a URL very soon.
Yeah, which is
I don't know if it's been announced, but she's definitely on a URL card.
gotcha.
So
I feel like it was only a matter of time.
it's a good start.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Hey, after that performance, that last one, man, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. What a way to come back.
She definitely advanced.
What a way to come back.
Yeah.
I need another 2-on-2 like that. That would be dope. In terms of male, female.
Yeah. Hey,
Gotcha.
that's the next one.
I mean,
Misfit
I mean,
and
Miss
Cortez
Hustle.
versus Arts and QB. That's it.
Miss Hustle and who?
Miss Hustle and
I
Twerk.
He
mean,
said Hustle. Hustle and Twerk
Miss
versus who?
Hustle and Hitman or something like that. Would be fine.
You said Hustle and Hitman. What?
Yeah, Hustle and Hitman would be fine. I don't know if Hitman would do it, but their energy would be crazy.
I like Hustle and Twerk.
Hustle and Twerk would be fire. Hustle and K-Shine. Like, anybody with that type of energy would be crazy.
Versus who? That's what I'm trying to think. Like, who would get?
Jazz and John.
I think E. Hart and Chess would get busy.
Like that.
E. Hart and Chess.
Yeah, I don't think nobody won't smoke with them. I think they'd be.
That could work.
That's Penn. That's
Cortland.
Pins,
Cortland Ave.
Yeah, that's a Cortland Ave. That's Pins. That's aggression. That's everything. Like, that's tough.
I know E. Hart said she would never do a 2-on-2 again, but I think that might be with a female. I think she might be up to her and Chess, Cortland Ave. God damn.
BX. Wild
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
But then you got Chess might be he might have too much aggression for E. Hart to pair up with. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I seen her on that stage, she was wilding out too.
I feel like I think she would.
Maybe now.
I think
okay.
she would match that. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think she would get
Chess
busy,
just,
man.
that motherfucking bark. He started barking. He barking.
Yeah, yeah.
Sheesh.
That'll be a dope.
I ain't mad at RX and Danny. You know, that's that West Coast love, and Danny's her favorite battle, supports her. I think they could get busy too.
I like that.
Coffee and Geechee.
Of course,
like,
Coffee and Geechee, right? No, we got
Yeah,
a lot.
those are some like natural teams right there.
Coffee and Geechee versus Hustle and
Twerk or Hitman. Yo, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and sell a lot of my shit, get this money, and I'm gonna put that card together myself.
Let's go, Rob.
15 minutes of fame. We about to do this fucking intergender 2-on-2s. I'm setting all that shit up.
Let's go. Hey,
Fuck it.
yo, I'm with it. That'll be a crazy card. So I think you got everybody tuned into that. So I'm with it. I like some of the teams we put together already. So yeah, man, just bringing something new.
Let me ask you a question. I know that you said you're going to be looking into doing more interviews. Have people hit you up, or have you attempted to hit people up in regards to, more promo and coverage and all that good stuff?
A few people have hit me up in the past, and I wasn't really ready yet. I wanted to make sure. I wanted to, learn how to interview properly, not ask redundant and repetitive questions. I don't like to just go into things, so I wanted to make sure I studied. And recently, I did reach out to a few people, and one went well, and that's ongoing. It's a pretty big interview. It's more. It's not locally or regionally. It's a global nice look. So hopefully that falls through. Keep my fingers crossed for that. And and then some people be like, nah, not right now, or I'm gonna have to pass, or things like that. So I've recently started being a little more out there as far as me reaching out. But yeah, a few times people have reached out because they either caught wind of me bigging them up on my platform, or just through Twitter. So yeah, it's been going pretty good. Gotcha.
Let me ask, are there any people that you are more so dying to interview or really interested in interviewing?
I wouldn't say dying to. I know what you mean. Yeah,
right.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I got a lot of questions for. I got a lot of questions for Averb. I got a lot of questions for. I would say math would be a good one. On the ladies' side, RX is one I can openly say she's made it public. Like, yo, whenever you're ready and we got time, we can do that. She's always down for promo and talking about.
Did I shout out RX already?
She's an angel. She's an angel.
Yeah, RX is super dope. So, RX, you listening? What up, though? So, somebody like her, because I feel like me and her we have really good natural dialogue. So just more ladies couture. And I'll probably say Misfit, because Misfit can talk. Misfit can hold a conversation. So that'll be dope, too. So, yeah. I definitely got people on the list.
Murder Ave Gang. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. As always, it's a pleasure. Before you go, let people know, what I'm saying, how they can catch you, your platform, what you got, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Top Tier Podcast is the podcast. I try to drop something maybe twice, 2 times out of a week. You can catch that. I'm on all your streaming services, so Apple, Spotify, etc. Also, I have YouTube-only content where I'm either doing recaps and predictions, and maybe even some interviews and top 5 lists. That's on my YouTube channel, Top Tier Podcast. And just follow me on Twitter, where I love to exchange and talk about it respectfully, of course. Like, we don't, if you're getting crazy, I can't do it. But, at PODTIER at Podtier on Twitter. I love, you follow me, I follow back. I'm not into how many followers you got. I really don't even know how many followers I got. I don't pay attention to none of that shit. So, yeah, just follow me, I'll follow you back, and we can chop it up.
Gotcha. Once again, thank you for always more so being supportive, tuning in. The love is always reciprocated. Have a good one. And yeah, thank you.
No doubt, man. My guy, Nomad, you're a real one. Rob, it's always a pleasure, my guy. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt, brother. Peace.
Please.
You know, it's funny. You know, when I try to reach out to other ones, I'm always curious in regards to promo. A lot of times, I feel like people. I've seen artists say, you know, well, nobody has hit me up for an interview or things like that. But it's like there are so many different platforms. Don't just wait on, and I'm not, you know, bashing or anything like that. Don't just wait on fucking Champion to hit you up, because that more so may not happen. If I become a, you know, a breakout artist or whatever, although the Breakfast Club may be a platform that I want, or fucking Oprah, I can't come in the game just expecting I'm gonna be on motherfucking Oprah. You know what I'm saying? I done acted in this commercial. This, you know, you can't do that. There's so many different platforms, and I just wish that more people just took advantage, and the opportunities are there. That's that. Couple of these comments. Anybody else? Past battles that y'all have seen. Let's talk about this infamous URL event that went down. Some of the comments that we got going. Jazz says that she's back from what I saw in a performance. Maybe her and Misfit. Battle for the Queen of Brooklyn.
We probably won't see Jazz for another 2 years.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nah, she said she was back. Let me tell you one of the best part of their performance for me. And this is no... I'm not being shady towards anybody else, but Jazz's shot at Farrah and Official's shot at Hustle. And maybe I shouldn't say that, because now I'm gonna get people that want to fuck me up, but I just thought that was like, especially Hustle's Officials, I thought that was both of them. Good job, ladies. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to, you know, cause a fight or anything like that, but I mean, I don't want to see that matchup. I don't want to see that matchup. I don't want to see that 2-on-2 personally. I would watch it. I feel like they would have to have a, I don't know. But my favorite part of the battle, I'd probably say one of my favorite parts. But I did feel like it was dopeness all around. The event was great. I personally didn't watch all the battles. I have to finish some of them, so my fault for that. I'm fucked up for that. Yeah, dopeness all around. I'm trying to see what's going on with Prana. We're going good, man. I was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, 3 for 3. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, top there. I was about to say, what, 3?
Yeah.
So why has she not responded?
I haven't heard from her. You know, maybe something's coming up. Is
Where's she from?
DC. She had a battle actually coming up in about.
Shout out to
2
RX.
weeks.
Shout out to RX. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Where's she from? Where's RX from?
RX is from Compton. She's all the way from California.
Cali. Yeah.
California.
Yeah, shout out to RX.
There you go. There you go. There you
You
go.
know.
There you go. You know, making it her business to come in person, not, you know, 10 miles away, and you want to, you know what I'm saying, stream or Skype or some shit like that.
Shout out to RX.
Making it her business to come in person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love that. Yeah, you know, damn. Definitely respect it. Hollow the Don and Couture would be deadly. They both fans of each other and dope as fuck. Says RC. I'd like to see C3 in a 2-on-2 with a male. I think that would be a good look.
At this stage, it would have to be a Goonie, because she's a Goonie.
Of course, yeah.
There's a lot of picks from there, you know.
Yeah, she's got
Black
options,
boy,
tons of options.
Drugs.
Bro, that's where she's got a lot of them, a lot of options. What's the other one? Lou Castro. She's got a lot of options, but I think C3 would be fire. And it's so funny. I saw somebody posted a picture, and I had said that on this show, and they don't watch this show, but I really would want to see Hustle and QB team up together. I don't want to see Hustle and Farrah. I want to see Hustle and QB team up together. Versus who? I don't know. I don't have it in my head yet. But I think that would be a dope 2-on-2. Maybe 2 men? I think they could do it. Jazz versus Twerk to see who can twerk better. Mr. Lyons. Mr. Lyons, I want you to be sure to tune in next week. I want you present here as well. It's a lot of RX, throwing dirt on that name. So I want you to tune in. I don't know if you watched the battle versus her or her versus Bonnie. It's been getting good feedback. Let me know how you feel about it as well. Let's see. Who else? Mr. Lyons Monsters are way too much for Detroit. That's one battle I have not watched yet. I need to watch it. I haven't watched yet. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Let's see. Who else? Shannon Danielle. E. Hart versus Chess is a good idea. I agree with that. I think I could see Hart doing another 2-on-2. It probably would be a dude. Not saying that she wouldn't do it with a female. I'm pretty sure, I'd say like this. I'm pretty sure if that money is right, that Hart would do another 2-on-2. I'm pretty sure almost anybody, for the most part, as long as that money is right, they would do a 2-on-2. QB and R's versus Coffee and Geechee.
There is no more fire matchup 2-on-2 than QB and Arsenal teaming up. I just said it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't give a fuck what 2-on-2 you say will be fire intergender.
More than QB and Arsenal?
The more
because they're the version of one another. People would say they both freestyle. They both are disrespectful.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they are the best in their field. You know what I mean? Like
in terms of that
Arson's
disrespectful
a top
lane.
tier male. She's a top tier. Well, and I say possible. That's possible. There are a lot of matchups we can actually try to put together, but what is the possibility of it actually happening? Like they mentioned Couture and Hollow. Not to say it wouldn't happen,
right,
but that's a stretch. You know what I mean? Would they actually ever do a 2-on-2 intergender? You know what I mean? Arson QB
would definitely get it shaken. Who would they go up against though? Because like I said, that's disrespect. I feel like people don't. Arson QB
again. Twerk and hustle. Hey. They both aggressive.
That's disrespect and that's energy.
They're both, you know what I mean? Like, and they both can be disrespectful.
And they both men have battled each other. Both women have battled each other.
I like it. I'm gonna set it up. I said that shit all like, nonchalant.
Do your thing. We're waiting on it. Why haven't you looked into doing a league?
Who, me?
Yes.
Shit. Because I
Bonnie and Matt.
I stick to what I know. Whoa, Bonnie and Matt? Never. That would be fire though. That would be fire. Bonnie and Matt versus QB.
It could even been Bonnie back then, like Bonnie and Matt versus fucking Rex and Star Smiles. I think would have been. But go ahead.
Fire.
Yeah. But you said you wouldn't be a league owner because what?
Number one, it's not as easy as a lot of these league owners make it look. And number two, it's just not my thing, man. You know? So I've thought of putting battles together here, but not like top tier dudes. It would definitely be a lot of up and comers, just to give them a look, and be able to film it here, put it up on my channel, and maybe Norbs RBE or somebody might see them and wind up booking them. You know what I mean? So, and just for the record, I got a lot of shit that DNA and Charlie Clip's been doing with the draft night. I got a whole lot more battles that I'm gonna be dropping. So
right,
if I can't put the battles together, somebody else does, and I can put it on the channel and give them a good look, I'm with that too.
Is that what draft night is about? For anybody that doesn't know.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Funeral Fame.
Okay.
You heard of Funeral Fame? You didn't hear about him before draft night though.
When was he on draft night?
He was on draft night 1. Those are the ones that I'm dropping now. Like we dropped draft night 2 before draft night 1 because we didn't have the footage. I didn't film that.
Gotcha.
I filmed everything else. 2, 3, the road to DNA. We just filmed the road to K-Shine. So it's a lot of battles that I'm gonna be dropping that are new guys that you never heard of. Some of them it's their first time ever battling. You know what I mean? It's fucking little kid. I think he's 17. Dez 650. Nasty. Nasty. I think he had the best Uncle Rob bar. I always make sure I mention that. But yeah. So as far as doing a league, I would never do a league, but I would definitely, and I probably still will eventually get some of them guys to come in here and battle each other, and just so they can get some exposure.
Right. That would be dope. Yeah. Any females on that?
Sure.
No. There are?
Yeah.
No, not that you wouldn't put them up there. I'm saying as far as the draft.
No, there were no females. It's a
Gotcha.
good question. When I talk to DNA and Clips, I'll ask them, are they going to throw in some females?
Right.
Yeah.
Wonder what it would take. I wonder if the women have it, and they, some can answer. If the women have it harder, like
Did
you
I say
really
shout
have to
out to
come with.
RX?
You did say
Good
shout out to
night.
RX.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
we team West Coast.
Shout out to RX.
RX 823. She coming through. It is 820. Yeah, 23rd. I wonder if more so if the females if they have it harder. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, like, I feel like they gotta come spitting fucking flames and
let a titty pop out and wear a tight ass dress or whatever.
And I also wonder if, in terms of listening, if people kind of let you give them a pass, like, you know what I'm saying? She aight, so we'll just let her go, as opposed to you would hold a male to a higher fucking standard. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you definitely hold a male to a higher standard because it's battle rap, and it's the aggression. It's always weird coming from a female. I'll shoot you, I'll punch you in your face. I think that's what it is. So you hold a male because a male should be able to talk like that better than a female.
Gotcha. Ladies and gents, I think OG Prana is celebrating her birthday, which was just passed a few days ago, that Leo season that we're currently in. This is why she's more so not on the line. However, there was one time where she was supposed to come through, and, it got fucked up on this end. So, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not present now. She may have something going on. But, you know what I'm saying, we fucked up before in terms of setting up for her to come through via streaming, and this time around maybe she has something going on. So, we have no bad blood. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely looking to making it up. 823 is supposed to be RX. After that, I do have a potential lineup. Somebody else was supposed to be here today. A lot of times, like I said, things I think just happen with people. I can only confirm but so much. Yeah. If I put it out there for y'all, and I put it up there that such and such is going to, take place or whatever, trust and believe we've had conversations. It's not just, I'm bullshitting or I went on whatever. Sometimes we come up with this date, we come up with this time frame, and shit like this happens, unfortunately. So any DMV people, or anybody in general that was looking forward to it, she'll make it up. Trust and believe. But once again, let's talk to these people. Come on, let's talk about some battles that we have coming up. Some battles that we want to see. I see a Jazz vs. Couture. It says RC. Let's go. John Adon by Mr. Not in my top 10. John Adon should be in top 10. Says Keith Slay. Keith Slay says one is verb. Oh, Lord. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and let Top Tier Podcast. You can contact him on Instagram. He has a podcast as well. You can listen to it while you're traveling. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some of his content. Let him know how you feel about a couple of things. Check him out on Twitter as well. Some of these other people that are in here, T7M Radio, Shannon Danielle, y'all can actually check them out on Twitter as well. Ms. VA Finest, she's not here, but check her out on Twitter. Mojo, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Support other smaller media outlets, you know what I'm saying, as well. I'm personally not that active on social media. I'm looking into changing that. More to come. Stay tuned. I will say that much. If I can't do it, then I'll look into having like a team or something that can do it for me. Social media was just never my thing. I know you have to be involved in that with this shit. Social media just was never my thing. It's the good and the bad, and there's a lot of drama that comes with it that I'm just not in the mood for. Let's talk about this. The URL event that went down. I haven't seen y'all since then. How do y'all feel about the event? Dope event, good battles. Who should have been there? Who should have not been there? I don't want to make it a 40 bashing session, You know what I'm saying? But just in general, not even just with 40. Who should have been there? Who should have not been there? Other potential 2-1-2s that we want to see or battles in the future. Mr. Line says Misfit would smoke Jazz. Do you feel that that was always the case, Mr. Lyons, that Misfit would have always smoked Jazz, or do you feel like we're talking about this current Misfit now? Getting a little bit of trying to read everybody's shit. And while we're doing this, but I was wait to the world to the end to tune out. Get your bars up, media. JJ Philly, MC, the one and only. Whoa. Screw Luciano for Hefe. If I said that correct. RX and Beretta Blaze, the dopest official as well. Gotcha. JTB, Moore, ATL. Living Legend. I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting all these names. Spree Style 25. Also, if there is anybody that y'all invalid underscore runs, invalid runs, I don't know if I pronounce it underscore invalid runs, Norconda TV, if there's anybody that y'all would more so like to see up here, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. You know, Queens of Battle Rap, you know, it's Facebook, fucking all the other shit, fucking Twitter, Instagram. Hit me up on that. If y'all have people that y'all want to see up here as well, definitely more so looking to hit me up. We can make this happen too. I've never told anybody that they can't or that I wouldn't do whatever. I'm trying to have as good of a relationship with as many as possible for as long as I can. Mr. Milkman, I like Jazz, but her being so fickle to battle doesn't get me excited to see her. What do you mean, Mr. Fickle? Not Mr. Fickle. Mr. Milkman. Her being too fickle, meaning that what, in terms of her coming and going, her choosing who she wants to battle. You know, give me some more clarity on that. Also, if anybody knows anybody within this New York, New Jersey region that is interested in, you know, being a part of this as well, spread the word. Hit me up as well. Once again, Queens of Battle Rap at Gmail or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, like to do this alone. I'm not against it, but it wouldn't hurt to have somebody that, you know, go back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go. You just follow me. It's freestyle 25. There you go, man. But yeah, let me know. I'm open, you know what I'm saying, for other guests. Even if I can't be here, at least somebody else can kind of hold down the fort if I'm not here. Mr. Milkman, she acts like no one is worthy enough to battle her. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I'm trying to say Jazz is a little big-headed. I've seen her in person. I've never met her, never had any interactions with her. Shout out to Jada. Jada was actually going to come through tonight. Jada's schedule wouldn't allow her to. What up, Trey? That's a little inside joke. But, yeah, she couldn't make it tonight, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, me and her will link up in the future when our schedules allow that to take place. People say that we have good chemistry when we're on cam together. You know, and I kind of fucks with Jada outside of this as well. So shout out to Jada. She's a Virgo, you know, but nobody's perfect. Word, Mr. Lyons, I need you here next week, and even in general. But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of you for this, because there are a lot of times where, you know, I'll schedule people to come on, they won't come on. I look like a flake. I look like whatever. I'm lazy in terms of promo that I need to be doing with this. I'm working on getting better at that, and ideas that I have going on as well. I kind of want to make one rule where if you come in the building, especially the women, you know, we got to get some sort of, it doesn't have to be a freestyle, but I want you to rap some shit. It doesn't have to be like, and when I say freestyle, I mean just like, you know what I'm saying, Gatorade, you know, it doesn't have to be a freestyle like that, but just give me something, you know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be the rule. If you come in, then you definitely got to spend, you know, however many seconds, 60 seconds or whatever, to spit your shit. I think that'll be a dope little rule that we got going on. But nonetheless, there are times where I've, been like, fuck, man, they ain't coming through, yada, 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 yada. But, you all make it possible, and you all are the reason why I actually more so look into doing this as well. Um, Fridays, it's a priority. I will probably look into switching up 2 days. Um, Once again, I've had conversations with not like huge dialogue, but a couple of words here too with Shuni as well as QB, who both on Friday nights it doesn't work for them because they have work going on. If we lock in a date, and it's not that it's difficult to do, we just have to be on it. But if I ever get the opportunity to interview them, I'll give you all notice, but I will definitely be switching the days that we're filming, but you all will have advance notice in regards to that, only to make it a little bit better, so that they can be a part of this as they want to, so we can make that happen. Mr. Milkman, she tries to play the game the male top tiers play. Excuse me. It's just not the same for the females. If she battled males, I would respect her more. Do you think that Jazz is able to battle a male? All of you, do you feel like Jazz is capable to battle a male? Do you think that that's a stupid question that I'm asking? I feel like when we do the whole male and female thing, sometimes we look at the female as being the underdog, or she can't, do whatever, depending on who that female is. But I feel like we always feel as if though that top tier female or that top chick cannot handle that top dude. I think that these are just words that we're writing down, and we have to kind of eliminate that because, as they stated, it's just performance. We don't do that with singing. I feel we don't make it like the top male, the male singer, is going to sing better than the top male female singer. No, at least I don't feel we do that. I think we feel that it's actually matched. Whoever's vocals work, are the best, they're the best. But I think in terms of battle rap, and maybe rapping as well, but definitely battle rap, it's always viewed as if though, that chick is here, but that dude is running it. So the goal is kind of to get it evil. Mr. Bookman, I don't think he's big-headed. I think she puts in her work when she battles. Oh, you don't think Jazz is big-headed? I think she is, but she has asked before for an interview. Oh, wait. I think she is, but she was asked before in an interview. She said she has no interest in battling males. Gotcha. Sometimes the females feel as if there are no more women left for them to battle. I highly more so disagree with that as well. I feel like there's always different females to battle. Me personally, if I was a battle rapper, well, in that mind frame, I would not want to lose, and I would want my shit to be flawless. So I'm not going to say that I would, but I could see how some people would pick and choose who they battle, or it has to, kind of make sense. What's up, Luis Gomez? It has to make sense for them, whether they feel as if though it's going to be everybody wants to win, or at least have a classic, a great debatable, a great back and forth, so on and so forth. A battle that has great replay value. The last battle I've seen that I can kind of go in and watch again from this year, and there are tons of battles that I could probably watch again. C3 and Beatrice is one I feel like I could watch again. I've watched Bonnie and Shuni. I've watched, multiple times. I don't know. It's not too many that I can't watch. We're about to check out. So OG couldn't make it tonight, but wish her a happy belated birthday. It's the weekend. It was a last minute thing, so I'm not faulting her at all. It's all love. We'll definitely look to make it happen. If you want some of your favorites to be on this show, if you got questions for them, if you feel like they need more promo, whatever it may be, reach out to them and let them know, like, yo, do this show or do some show. Fuck, it don't even have to be this one. It'd be great if it's this one, but it doesn't even have to be this one. But let your females know, like, get in touch. I've gotten in contact with plenty. And like I said, they all have things to do, and I get it. But for the most part, the avenue, the platform is always open. RC said, just keep reading. Why? Is there something I'm missing? Just keep reading what? Fuck, the air's not on here. Just keep reading. Just keep reading the comments. I don't know. But once again, I'm going to shout out, you know what I'm saying, a few people. Shout out to ARP. Shout out to OG Piranha. Shout out to Top Tier Podcast for, you know what I'm saying, making an effort. Ivy League Cutie 89, first one that logged in. Fuck the world. Hollow Red, JJ Philly, Get Your Bars Up Media. I actually gotta look a little bit more into you. I feel like I've seen your shit before. JJ Philly, MC, the one and only. I got a feeling that the one and only is actually from out of states. I'm not sure. Out of the country per se. JTB More ATL. Skriluciano 4 Hefe. You got to give me props for saying that name correctly too if I'm saying that. I was MC Shannon Danielle. Met her in person. She's a doll. Follow her up on Twitter as well. The heel that you see there is also what you'll see on Twitter. Top Tier Podcast. Living Legend. T7M Radio. Who, you know, if I need advice or anything like that, he's definitely there. He's a great person to chop it up with. Shout out to T7M Radio for all that he does too. Check out some of his great shit as well. He has great content, great interviews of people who are not even, like, he gives any and everybody a chance and an opportunity. Great content, great questions as well. So definitely look into his shit. RC is, you know, always here. A lot of y'all are always here. JTB more ATL, fucking JC. I hate doing JJ Philly. I hate doing this because I feel like when I do this, I'm going to call out somebody and not name a person. But you know what I'm saying, once again, you all mean a lot. I definitely think, not that this is an award speech or I'm about to cry, but you know, I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. You could be anywhere and y'all choose to tune in. Spree Style 25. Mr. Lines, Norconda TV, D from PG, Dirty Cup, that name.
Don't forget to shout out RX.
Robert Johnson, RX all day. Oye. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I got everybody. If I didn't, curse me out when you see me. Reggie. I already said King Oz. I think I said Spree Style 25. Thanks for the follow too. Keith Slay. I think I got all of y'all. Once again, I want to thank y'all all for tuning in. It has been a good night. Thank you. Tell a friend to watch the show. Tell your favorites to come on. All that good shit. Y'all have a good one. Good night.
And shout out to RX.
West Coast.